Production.
Heart to Start podcast, man. We back with another fantasy football video, man. I'm your boy Heart to Start JD, aka the Guccini, man. We back with part 2 of the 3 must-have running backs. These running backs are very highly attainable in your redraft season this year. One of them is a great bounce back candidate. 2 of them had great under the radar seasons, in my opinion. But before we get into the video, I need you to go ahead and drop a like on the video, man. We shooting for 10 likes. That's all we need, man, is 10 likes on this video, bruh. Y'all just don't know how much them thumbs up help get this content into these YouTube streets, man. So go ahead. If you rocking with the content, man, do your boy a favor, man. Throw a thumb up on this thing, man. And if you ain't locked in and ain't tuned into what we got going on, man, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, bruh. Click the post notifications, man, so that way every time we drop, you know what's going on, man, 100%. And go ahead and slide through them archives, man, that we got up under there, man. Go ahead, get familiar with the content that we putting down. That way, you know, if you rocking with it, you got something to watch every time we fire something up, 100%. But let's get into what we here to talk about, bruh. 3 must-have running backs, man. First up is going to be the boy, Rahamador, a.k.a. Ramondre Stevenson, man, of the New England Patriots, bro. Let's get into it. First up is Ramondre Stevenson coming in as the 82nd overall player being drafted, or at the 7.10. And the RB35 finished last season with 12 games played in a terrible offense, racking up 156 carries on 619 rushing yards with an opportunity share of 59.1%. and 51 targets with 238 receiving yards and 38 receptions, 3 receptions per game, and a target share of 12.8%, 12th at the position, and finishing as a top 24 in most running back receiving metrics, as in targets, receiving yards, receptions, target share, routes run, route participation, yards per route. And I'm going to show y'all this little graph that I got right here. And if you go to where it says advanced receiving, those are the receiving metrics right there. And you'll see that he damn near, it's only yards per reception where he finished out of the top 24. And you got to remember, he missed 4 games last year, bruh. 100%. And Zeke playing in 5 more games than Stevenson. Zeke finishes with only 98 more combined yards on 41 more combined touches. This still is Ramondre's backfield, with him coming off that high ankle sprain in week 13, and leading up to that game, the organization decided to give him a 4-year extension and making him the 7th highest paid at the position, especially for what we seen in the 2K22 season. Bruh went crazy for 1,040 rushing yards, 69 receptions, 421 receiving yards, and 6 total TDs in 2022. Stevenson is a great bounce-back candidate, especially at a buy low price where he's going right now, 100%. Let me pull that graphic back up for y'all so y'all can see where he eats at as a damn good PPR running back, 100%, bruh. Yes, sir. Let's get into the next running back, y'all. The next running back coming up, man, is my dog Brian Robinson, man. 100% of the Washington Commanders, man. Y'all see it right there. Next up is Brian Robinson coming in as a 10.3 and with the RB21 finish under his belt last season. And to me, it was definitely under the radar season, having 178 rushing attempts, 11.9 per game, 733 rushing yards, and 4.1 yards per attempt, 43 targets, 367 receiving yards, and 36 receptions on 9 total TDs scored, while having a 51.5 snap share, a.k.a. being in a timeshare. But bruh did damage, though, posting 2 RB1 finishes, 1 top 10 RB finish, 2 top 15 and 2 top 20 finishes. And here I got the graphic right here for y'all to go ahead and show y'all what I'm talking about. Them is the you can see right there where he had the weeks that he was killing, 100%. And so and so 7 weeks out of the fantasy season, he finished as a top 20 fantasy running back and showed last season what he can do in the PPR game by having a league leading 10.2 yards per reception, 15 yards per route run with a 1.72 and a catch rate of 83.7%. That was seventh at his position, and Washington having the ninth ranked run block grade from PFF, but having a run block win rate of 22nd. So in the offseason, they signed potential starters in Nick Algoretti and Tyler Biadasz and drafting Brandon Coleman in the third round to solidify the offensive line. And even though they brought in Austin Eckler, who might be lightweight trending down or might be on a bounce back, but posting career lows last year at 3.5 rushing yards per attempt and only one receiving touchdown and a catch percentage of 68.9%. But Austin still provides what Washington needs as a third down back, with Cliff Kingsbury being there and having the 19th, the 6th, the 7th, and the 20th ranked rushing attempts while controlling the offense. And in 2021, with James Conner finishing as a top 5 RB and Chase Edmonds finishing with 11.9 fantasy points per game. So it's room in this offense for both of them to eat. But I see Brian Robinson getting the majority of the work in this offense, 100%, bro. And I'm gonna bring back up the graphic where it showed y'all that 7 weeks out of the fantasy season, Brian Robinson finished as a top 20 RB, 100%. So he's value right now where he's going, 100%, y'all. Let's get into the last running back of the day, bro. It's gonna be OG James Conner, the survivor, man. Shout out to Cancer Strong, 100%. F Cancer. Let's go, bro. Last but not least is James Conner of the Arizona Cardinals, coming in as the 8.10 and finishing as the RB18 last season. While missing 4 games, Conner hit for 208 carries, 16 per game on 1,040 yards and 5 yards per attempt. 33 targets on 27 receptions and 165 receiving yards and 9 total TDs scored. At 29 years old, bruh still got that Ellis Greens left in the tank. That's that good gas. Shout out to my cousins in there, man, with 13 breakaway runs, which was 6 at the position on a 6.3 breakaway run rate while being 10th at evaded tackles and a top 20 running back 7 weeks out of the fantasy season with 3 top 5 finishes, 1 top 10, 1 top 15, and 1 top 20 finish. And I'm going to pull up the graphic again to show y'all them weeks that Conner was going crazy on everything. Let's get back into it. 13 and from weeks 13 through 17 is when those top 5 finishes came. And I know with the addition of Trey Benson will cut into James Conner's 71.3% opportunity share and maybe get third down action if he can pass protect. Because Conner's 2.1 receptions per game was his lowest since 2017. But with 3 returning starters on the offensive line and the Cardinals also signing Jonah Williams and Evan Brown to shore up the offensive line, the team being 13th in the league last season in rushing attempts with 471 and 4th in the league in rushing yards with 2,365 at 5 yards per carry, there is plenty of room for Conner to still eat and put up fantasy production this year, bro, 100%. So don't sleep on James Conner, especially with Trey Benson. It's Trey Benson rookie year. You know, you might see, like I said, that opportunity, that snap share come down, that opportunity share come down with Conner, but I don't think it's going to be significant enough to where you need to pass on him, 100%. That was 3 must-draft running backs that are highly attainable. Y'all make sure that y'all go ahead and keep an eye out on these brothers during training camp. If they stocks get to booming a little bit, they might move up, but they still stay targeting these brothers, man, 100%. We're going to double back here with 3 must-draft wide receivers, and then we're going to start getting into we're going to start comparing players three players that's at the same position going around the same point in the draft. So we're gonna start breaking down these players and what player you should draft. So like I said, man, stay tuned in with the Heart to Start, man. We got a lot of stuff cooking up. Weekend wrap up coming back. Orange juice and a blunt for breakfast show. Saturday mornings live show, man. We got multiple collabs coming up, man. So y'all just stay tuned in, man. And in fantasy, if you ain't got the heart to start, you ain't got the nuts of a champion. In life, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, man. We gone.